This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Your time is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Friday in the morning sprint. We're giving you a rundown of some events happening this weekend. Matt Gray is here to let us know if the weather will cooperate and one road construction project beginning as another one wraps up. But first, we begin with the historic conviction of former President Donald Trump. The verdict coming after nearly 10 hours of deliberations. A jury of 12 New Yorkers found Trump guilty on all 34 counts, convicting him of falsifying business records to keep a payment to porn actress Stormy Daniels secret from voters before the 2016 election. His sentencing date is set for July 11th, just 4 days before the Republican convention. Now, following the reading of the verdict, Idaho Governor Brad Little came out in support of Trump on Twitter, writing, quote, "The American people will deliver the only verdict that matters in November. Hashtag Trump 2024. As for what's next for the former president following the historic conviction, that's coming up next on Good Morning America. The Moses Lake School District is laying off another 85 positions in the latest move to try and dig itself out of a $20 million budget crisis. The newest round impacts classified staff across several departments. Those are people who work in a school district but aren't licensed teachers. Several factors have led to this budget crisis, including a failed levy. But the biggest factor was an $11 million accounting mistake. A previous round of layoffs included around 100 teachers losing their jobs. Well, the Spokane Valley Police Department arrested a man yesterday morning for stealing a woman's purse. On Wednesday evening, a woman told police a man pinned her against her car as she was putting her child into a car seat and demanded she give him her purse. She handed it over and he left with it. She then noticed fraudulent charges on her credit card, and police used that information to track his location. Using video footage, police identified 59-year-old Keith Simpson and arrested him yesterday morning. He's been booked into the Spokane County Jail for second-degree robbery.
It is going to be a beautiful and warmer Friday across the inland Northwest. Our highs will be in the 70s. Our rain chances are extremely low for today. However, those rain chances will be going up as we head into the weekend. We could see an isolated sprinkle Saturday, Sunday. The second half of the day will be wet, and we've got some soggy weather coming in for Monday.
In Moscow, attorneys for suspected killer Bryan Kohberger tried to compel more evidence to be handed over that would support his alibi. Kohberger is accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students in a shared off-campus home in November of 2022. The alibi his lawyers have maintained is that he was driving around stargazing. The defense grilled a detective on the case over surveillance video, tracking a white Hyundai Elantra believed to be driven by the killer. A cell phone geolocation expert testified that he believes up to 3% of the data from Kohberger's phone has not been turned over to his lawyers. Another request from the defense was for the federal grand jury subpoenas. A second hearing that was closed to the public was held in the afternoon, featuring 2 more witnesses who discussed investigative genetic genealogy. A styrofoam container ban goes into effect in Washington tomorrow. Restaurants and other businesses will not be allowed to use styrofoam cups, coolers, trays, bowls, or containers. This is all part of a 2021 law that's trying to get rid of plastic that becomes trash and litter. The owners of Aloha Island Grill in Spokane say they've been preparing for this change, but it will impact their menu. The Department of Ecology says there are some exceptions, including egg cartons and packaging for raw, uncooked meat and fish. And drivers who go through Riverfront Park will see major traffic impacts starting Monday. The southbound lanes of the Washington Street Bridge will be completely closed, and only one lane will be open for drivers heading north. City crews will replace bridge expansion joints and the deck overlay. Construction is expected to last until August, and drivers should use Division, Monroe, or Ash instead. And just a few blocks away, the Post Street Bridge that's been closed for 5 years is expected to open next week. It will have one northbound lane for cars, as well as pedestrian and bicycle routes. And a live look at the pavilion in Riverfront Park, which is right in the middle of Pickle Fest 2024.